just random. I usually do tarot readings every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, but I had to, I was getting nice today, and I was planning a meeting that didn't happen. And I thought, well, I'd hate to waste the look. And then not only that, I got some really good news today anyway in an email. So it's like you gotta take the good with the bad. I used to be a car salesperson, so anything when you come with the hustle, it's just like, okay, well, you don't want to let one bad lead ruin the whole day. Like, you got to keep going with it. Okay, someone didn't show up, allow yourself to feel whatever you feel about it, and then you just move on. Because then it's like, okay, well, then obviously it wasn't meant for me, maybe to receive it, or it wasn't meant, or whatever. And you just move on, and then when something, for all you know, something better could come along. So you could be in that same situation too, where maybe you expected something to go a certain way and it didn't, and you're like, okay, well, or maybe you were expecting an opportunity, expecting money, and it didn't go through, or it didn't happen the way you wanted. So you might be thinking, oh, well, maybe it might not happen at all. And don't think about it like that. I received an email regarding, let's just say, should I even um so I received an email from an attorney today regarding inheritance and probate, and what was going on in a certain case that I'm working on, one of the cases that I'm working on. And I heard some really good news from an attorney. So, um, I see some hearts. So thank you so much for that. Um, but I see some really good news. I put in a lot of work. Hello, Aylin. Hi. So I see 5 people in here. You guys, hello. If you guys are on lunch time, depending on your place, I hope you have a good lunch wherever you're at. Like what Pacific time? Pacific. Anyway, so I did this because you could be dealing with inheritance issues right now. Do you think this is possible? Okay. So it's like when you have these type of issues and you're dealing with um, different things that are calling into, like, using with probate courts, attorneys, county officials, city officials, state officials. That's where I'm at. So I'm a, let's just say this, I'm a very watched person. I just look like this. So I don't have, well, to say I don't have the time for this bullshit. But people, everybody got bullshit. You know what? Let me see something. Cause you sound, the message. Who is this? Cause you sound real fucking dumb, nigga. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Like, don't come to me on that bullshit, on that dumb shit. I mean, people really. See, then when I go and then I have to have real emotional balance. Boy, when are these MK Ultra people are really going to start coming out? Because I'm really ready to just move on with the trials here. I'm really ready for the trials. What's your come in Islam? I'm not Islamic. I'm an occultist, but I'm not that. We just got the sad, pitiful men in here today. Anyway, so you could be dealing with inheritance issues or dealing with things like you could be dealing with things involving the law, city officials. So wherever you're at, dealing with cases that could be big and end up on the news here. You have things that are coming into a close here. We're just going to move right on. Is that, yeah. Because they'll get what's coming to them just for playing on my time. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't like people playing with my time. Yeah, there's a judgment that's happening as above, so below. As above, so below. When we have the judgment and the universe here, I'm using Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck. I am an occultist. I have also studies in Scientology in particular, but I study demonology, angelology, and I work with various old gods. I come from an ancient bloodline. So if you can't respect me, you can get the fuck off the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have people who maybe think that because you look a certain way that you're supposed to be talked to a certain way, or you're going to be desperate for likes and things like that. See, I do this before I got on here. I've been tapped in, tuned in, and turned on before I turned on the camera. All right. I'm telling you, someone got a big crime and they're going to jail. Someone lies, slander, Five of Swords, defeat in reverse. We have here lust, but lust is also the strength. Got some in my eye here. So with this strength card, it's like a great affair, but people were trying to manipulations were so like people were really trying to create these manipulations and lies, particularly communications. People could have been some people could have been verbally or physically abusive. It could have been a lover or somebody you have a partner or karmic soul type with. Yeah, someone could have, for somebody, this is somebody who could have bullied you really badly. If this is a partnership, while it has the lovers, this could be someone you knew in childhood. This could be somebody, a sibling for some of you. I'm hearing Irish twins. Is it called Irish twins? Or like you could have had a twin. Some of you, I don't know, because twins aren't that as common as people think. So, I'm an identical twin. We're still figuring that one out. Yeah, but you could have somebody who you have a karmic contract with, a karmic soul tie. But this is somebody that's a contract. This is something that could have been happening for a long time. Somebody came at you. This person could have bullied you. Also, we have here with the devil card here, this person could have been bullying you. Strong, well, we have Gemini, Capricorn, and then we have the fire sign here, and what is this, Aquarius? Yeah. But while we have these signs here, it could just be the people in the energy. These people, this person that came against you, this person has addiction. This person could also have a venereal disease of some sort. This person could have codependency issues. This is someone, it's like they could be obsessively watching you at this time. Somebody who bullied you, maybe somebody who, this person secretly watches you. Yeah, someone is also, this person could be coming towards you because something was said or heard. You could have spit hot fire and brought a whole house down. Little piggy, piggy, let me in, not by the hair, my chinny chin chin. Somebody could like to pick chin hairs. This is the type of person coming after you, coming towards you. Someone is rushing to come towards you because, like I said, like I received an email today regarding an attorney from Washington County in Minnesota. Okay, so what I'm saying is you could have dealing with inheritance, or you could be dealing with a certain case involving money, and you're receiving good news, a break in the case because maybe someone could have tried to steal something from you. Yeah, it was a rejection. Something got rejected. Rejected stealing. Heard the horn. In reverse, Prince of Swords in reverse. Look at this. This is a crime. Like when you see Prince of Swords in reverse, this is repeat criminals. These are people stealing. So in the swords, it could be like wire fraud, forgery, bank fraud. Like they were doing things to receive funds in your name, but something that they tried to do today got rejected. So now they want to come to you because what pot they were stealing from was yours. Someone's getting caught. That's why we had the Judgment and the Universe, the first two cards that came out. Someone's getting caught, and this is over with. There we go. What does this look like? The Police. Six of Discs. Success. You receive something that's going to bring you in success, a message of success. I be fresh as hell, got the feds watching. I be fresh as hell, got the feds watching. Drop top, head bobbing. You could have the feds watching you at this time. I know I do. I know I'm. Man, listen. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even worried about it. People saying stupid shit and whatever. It's like, hey, look, I'm gonna get mine whether somebody show up or not. So, maybe you could be feeling rejected by people at times, or like, why is it that like I show up and then no one shows up for me? Like people don't show up for me. But then but they expect me to show up. Maybe you're not meant to work for people. Maybe you're just meant to be your own boss. And so whatever you're receiving is going to put you in that energy that you'll be able to be your own boss. And then have to like ask for this or ask for that. Ugh. Sometimes I just, just begging energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 10 discs. We got disc success and 4 disc power. Somebody, you're about to receive something that something had to let go of. This is 4 of disc power, but this is also law and order, sun and Capricorn. So this could be dealing with whatever you're about to receive that someone had to let go of. 4 foundation. Doesn't this look like a prison with their watchtowers? Okay. For some of you, I don't know who this relates to, but for me, select few, what you've been through, like maybe you've had some sort of jail time, or somebody wanted to get you locked up and have you in prison time, but it was because they wanted to steal something from you. So they had to make up something to like get you put away so you wouldn't be able to fight it. Like people wanted to put you away so you wouldn't receive something. But somebody has to let go. This is 10 Pentacles. You could be very wealthy or become very wealthy. You are proving to yourself that you are who you say you are. You could be under secret investigation with this Hermit card. All right. Strong Virgo energy. Maybe you have somebody who's ghosting and secretly watching you. Maybe someone's ghosting a situation. The Virgo is also, the hermit. All right. So you can have an older woman in your energy as well. Hello, Tyrone. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you had a good day today. So you could have a mother figure that's in behind the scenes that is maybe about to give you something or having to let go of something because she's part of an organization or some sort of karmic group that's about to go to jail. You could have received some really good news that has them all condemned. So so they're all going to jail anyway because they were trying to steal. So if someone tries to come at you, or maybe you could have a Virgo in particular maybe coming towards you, secretly working with a fire sign. So you could have a fire sign masculine, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon in particular. This could be a masculine, but I'm hearing an old flame. So this could be somebody, you had a Virgo woman that wasn't really sexual, but she wanted stability. And then you had this flame masculine that he could have been dealing with women to hide that he was on the low. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Strong Virgo in this reading. Strong fire sign masculine. You could have your parents going to jail. You could have your parents, they're at odds at this time because they weren't looking at each other. So you could have them at odds at this time because whatever evidence came out or whatever message that either you're receiving or you about to, either you are receiving or you just received, because I just received my message today. So if you just received a message or you're about to receive a message, it's putting all these people, particularly your parental figures or this fire sign masculine and this earth sign woman in particular, or it could just be a masculine and take it where it resonates. These people it's locking them up and they're going to jail. There's nothing they can do about it. I'd be fresh as hell, got the feds watching. You could be under federal watch at this time. You could be under protection. Yeah, someone's got a huge apology coming your way. I don't think it's real, but I think they're just apologizing to you because they're caught. This is somebody that now after they're caught, now they want to be nice to you. Now they want to, hello, Diana Belloso. Well, hello. You could have somebody coming towards you at this time that, now they want to be nice because they see you about to win, like you're about to win something. You're about to get that lump sum. You're about to get your inheritance. This is what I'm saying about ancestral inheritance. Yeah, because they're in deep regret. They're super miserable. You could be dealing with a woman that could have been sleeping around on your father. And when she created a child, or these children, she told your father that maybe you belong to him or this other sibling belonged to him. But she's stuck in her head and miserable and drinking herself about it because it's a lie. It's like, yeah, okay, you might have one child that is his, but she was dick riding other people. with this other seed, so you really don't know. So there is a that's for somebody. Oh, hot sauce poetry night. Oh, well, I hope everything goes well for hot sauce poetry night, my dear. So you could have somebody like that, and this person is like miserable in their own self, like the actions that um where are they from? Where are you guys? Drop you guys down in the comments about where you guys are from. I'd like to hear and see where you're from. Tyrone, let them know where you at. Let them know where you from, son. Let them know you from. Rep your city, Tyrone. Where you at? So yeah, you're getting good news. It also could be somebody. You could have a fire sign. This is the karmic child that could have been praised as the golden child. So even though you could have been the real child of a parent, I am from software. I hear that. Me too. Um, when you could be like a golden child, or even though you could have been the real heir or the real child of a parent, the love child that was belonging to another person but was in the same household or raised as your full blood sibling, that person was from that's from a different person. Like that person was treated as the golden child, but I also believe this child was essayed. So this is also why this child was maybe treated a certain way. It's because this child was, I'm hearing, sacrificed by the mother to the father because she really didn't want him like that. She wasn't really attracted to him like that. Maybe he had erectile dysfunction issues. I'm Tyrone Christopher L. Ryder, representing Chicago, Illinois. Solid. Right? I swear to God, I miss Chicago so damn bad. Do you realize when I was in New York, right? Tyrone, they were, man, people, like, you had some people were like, oh yeah, Chicago, woo, woo, woo. Like, I've been there for like 13 years, and then I'm a bit of a nomad, right? But I was there, like, the biggest part, like 13 years, right? And so when I went to New York, like, that year I stayed there for like a year and a half, 2 years. And they were like, oh, Chicago, Chicago, woo, woo, woo. It worked for me some places, and other places they were like, oh, she's about to do. But that's sealed. Anyway, I'd be fresh as hell. Got the fans watching. Yeah, you could have a sibling that was treated the favorite because this is somebody that the mother offered up to your father to have sexual relations with. And this is like you could have, and to just be honest, this that definitely not going to apply to everybody, but you could have a generational curse in your family, and with incest, like the parents messing with the children in particular. You can have it, you have an ancestral generational curse in your family. And so, but what makes it interesting is that while this man might have thought this was his child that he was having incest with, he was just being a pedophile because it's not even his child. Isn't that weird? So think about how that is. It's like you thinking you're having sex with your child, and that would make, and so that was your way of control. Like someone wanted to make their children their wives. Like this is how somebody didn't, like someone wanted to oppress the women around them and make their children their wives. And it's like you could have broke away, or like you had a woman that wanted to make her sons her husband because out of her own insecurities and unhealed woundings. Again, I'm picking up generational and incest curse. I'm from Salvador and from USA. Wonderful. Oh, bienvenido. Bienvenido, muchacho. Oh, well, below beloso, yeah. Because it be ah, bienvenido. Bienvenido aquí. Yeah, this is a child that came from a different person with the Princess of Wands here and the universe, but this represents the cosmic womb. So you could have a child, and you see, it's like while she's in there, it looks like she's like laying on a pillow, and then there was a snake blocking this, like I'm really picking up here that you could be dealing with identity theft issues, inheritance issues, and someone could have tried to X you out because you weren't around. Like when the person died, you weren't around. Like someone could have said, well, I did all the work. I was the one showing up for grandma. I was the one coming to the place. I was the one do. Why wasn't she letting me anything? So someone could have said, well, since you aren't there, someone could have tried to identify, like, take your inheritance because they didn't feel like you deserved it because you weren't around. But it's like, you don't determine that. What determines that was the deceased. And maybe there was a reason why you weren't left anything. Like this person could be, in, because the Princess of Wands is my prostitute card. Because someone could be a prostitute. I'm hearing an old hoe. Like someone's aging, that stuff is aging out. She's not looking the same. So you could have a feminine coming after you or just a sibling who is a karmic. Like you guys don't share the same father. See, 4. All right, let's do the spread here. I must move my Ouija board. No, I'm the mom. Just look at my charm. I know I'm the shit. My chain hang down in my neck. Mom, just look at my charm. I know I'm the shit. My chain ain't down. It hangs down. Somebody about to be real icy in a minute. You really about to be real cold on these people. Ooh, tonight. Right? Let's get into it. I'm already 27 minutes in. I'm going to try to keep this short. Look at my charm. My chain hang down to my neck. Yeah, okay, so the first 3 cards we got out of here is the Queen of Cups, then we have the Prince of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. You could have a mother figure that's wanting to come back to you and maybe try to spark something up with you again. Spirit is saying keep your guards up. This is somebody who's being emotionally manipulative, okay? This person may come to you and they're already in some sort of hazy state. Maybe you know how people, they get high or drunk and then they end up getting that courage to come towards you. And, so again, I'm really picking up, you're getting some really good news from an attorney regarding your inheritance case. Like it could have been taking a long time, but again, when you're dealing with particularly RICO cases, so it's a network. When you're dealing with RICO cases, you got forensic accountants, you have, you got to go through the courts, who did what, who signed for what. If you go to my threads, and I have the link in my description box, you go to my threads, scroll through it. I just posted a few days ago regarding inheritances and what assets that go directly to the heir that do not get touched by the state. So even if say your grandparent owed something, if your grandparent, for example, and they pass and they have bank accounts and they have, if they have a bank account and they have you listed as a beneficiary, then the bank can't touch it. But if you're not listed, then it's not. If you have like an IRA account, a trust fund, and you're listed as the beneficiary, the state can't go in and say, "Hey, you know what? We're going to take out our portion because this person left us a bill." They can't do that. If you're named a beneficiary, then it has to go straight to you. Somebody's realizing they fucked up. They joined the wrong team. They want to come back to you. But I have a feeling with the 7 here, this is keep this blocked. Mars and Leo. This is someone coming out of you out of wounded pride. Yeah, again, then we have the look what the 2 of Wands look like. What that say? An X. This is the divine with fire sign here. While this is Mars and Aries. Make this, didn't I say wounded ego with Mars and Leo? Wounded ego. Now we have Aries here. This is somebody who made a decision somewhere and it didn't get off the ground. Somebody tried to make something off the ground. 2 + 7 is 9. This is an ending. This is something that you closed out, and if you haven't, you need to. Whole tree, 8 of discs. Here we go. Yeah, part of a family tree. While it could be an organization, it could also just be what I'm picking up, a family tree. Yeah, a family tree that is damned. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, bottom of the deck energy. Ace of Wands. I'm hearing access denied, a spiritual no. Like spirit is telling you absolutely not. We have already closed this out. You received that message. This person knows you know what's going on now. Like someone does not realize that you know what you know. 2 of Cups, yeah. This is somebody, no. This is a karmic partnership. Again, it could be seeing, this could be, you could have an older sibling that's 35 years of age or older. This person could also be a drunk. This is somebody that you are blocked off with. This is someone you're not, you keep your guard. You're very guarded at this time, which is good. Keep guarded because you're around people you don't need to be with. You're about to receive something. Like when I said, I received that message today. I received an email today from that attorney. So people really be thinking like, like, yeah, I need help, but trust me, like, I don't mind a donation. I always love a donation, but trust me, don't think that my world's going to stop because, one person ain't give. God's got me. The universe has got me. I have blessings. So when you stand firm in yourself, you don't be a beggar. You be a chooser because you choose yourself first. Faith as little as a mustard seed. You could have went through a lot of rejection. You could have been rejected in a lot of places. Or you could have felt rejected in a lot of places. Like, maybe, you could have been rejected in jobs, felt rejected in relationships. People trying to, saying they're going to show up and then they never do. And then, you get stood up, whether it's in a meeting, you get stood up in a date. Like, why am I receiving all this rejection, Spirit? And it's just like, okay, well, all you're doing is just teaching me to be more self-reliant and trust on you. As soon as I put my faith in people, But as long as I keep my faith in you, as long as I keep my heart and keep centered in the divine and keep in that path and stay in alignment with myself, then I know it's still going to come in. And, and again, sometimes it's right timing, right person, wrong time. I don't know. I don't care. It didn't happen when I wanted to, so I'm just going to leave it to the divine. Obviously, I'm going to get my blessing a different way. Maybe some people just don't want to have you maybe necessarily advertise. Like, they rather be like, I want to help you, but not in everyone's face. So I don't know. Maybe you might get a donation. Maybe someone might be like, hey, I'm sorry for being that, let me look. I don't know. maybe you'll get that lookout that you're looking for. But you receive some good news. You could have already received it or you're about to receive it. Please pay attention to your emails and your mail, the snail mail. Um, the post office in particular, like pay attention to that because you're receiving that. I'm not talking about a DM from someone that loves you. I'm talking about real court case matters, something outside of other people, the love thing. I think we're really, yeah. So just give me a second here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Okay. So here we go, right? Again, you could have your guard up with the Queen of Cups. We have the Prince of Cups and the Seven of Wands, Valor bottom of the deck, Two of Cups energy. Um, and then we have the Ace of Wands on the bottom on the top. What I see here is I know I ain't lying. And I'm trying to tell you, oh God, oh God, oh God. Two of Wands, we have it here. This is an ending. You've cut out a I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to tell you what I see. I can't even just get into it because, now I'm being, look, the feds are watching, all right? I'm kind of a big deal around here, okay? They talking about that MK. Let me just say this: that MK Ultra shit, it's real. But I don't mind being under watch. I don't mind being an experiment. I actually want to continue the experimentation. So sometimes maybe an opportunity maybe misses because you're meant for greater things somewhere else. All right. So I'm just letting to know the people who are watching. I want to continue my study. I want to continue the research, but I want to continue it in a different way. This is why I want to go into ghost hunting. It's not just, oh, I want to look at ghosts and see. No, I'm trying to, we got bigger shit going on. There's a bigger mission going on. It's bigger things going on. Like, you humans don't even understand the depth. Anyway, so you could have a mother and father figure blocked with the Two of Wands here. You got the Two of Wands, Two of Wands, and Two of Cups, Two of Wands, and then the Fortune and the Emperor. You could have a father figure, a bad luck father figure, strong Sagittarius in this reading, very strong Aries at this reading. You could also have somebody, maybe somebody who is in Emperor energy. Whether it's maybe a soulmate of yours, maybe this is somebody that you're supposed to be with. This is somebody that is blocking spiritually and physically a lover or somebody that they were dealing with. This is a separate thing. So this could be your divine partner or divine spouse always also going into it. And I feel like it was fated. Like this person rejecting whoever they're dealing with. Like this person is fated now looking at you. This person maybe could be looking at you as fate. And that's for some people, okay? Take the message where it resonates. But someone could be looking at you like, oh wow, this is like a lucky person. This is someone could be looking at you like the next big thing or something that they want to deal with. But it's because they also had to block out somebody that they were, dealing with. A soulmate karmic connection that they were dealing with, that they were screwing. Everybody's got their things to deal with. I don't know. I don't know. I don't what I've realized, I've never really liked anybody I've been. Like I've been around men and I tried to be loving and they weren't. And I think it's just like a bunch of karmic lessons, but I knew how to get out in time where I didn't get all entrenched. Like, like when I saw my marriage going downhill, I wasn't like, let me have another kid and keep screwing him. I was like, okay, we'll keep trying, but I'll give you a little bit of effort. But once I see that I'm not going to keep trying for this. You are not that fine. If I'm doing it all my own, then I need to be on my own. Boot, you could get the boot. Wherever you were at, you need to stay there. Whoever is hanging out with you within, I got all your clothes and trash bags. Pick them up. If 3 days they ain't picked up, that shit is out in the garbage. Yeah, straight like that. Someone could have been finally like, ending and blocking something that was in their life. But again, you could pick up somebody, whether it's like again, picking up a mother figure or a mother figure and a father figure, and you could have your guard up to both of them at this time due to stealing lies. We're running into it from the Prince of Cups. We have Princess of Wands, Ten of Wands, and Eight of Discs. So Ten of Wands is oppression. Eight of Discs is prudence. So these people, when it has Ten of Wands, this is spiritual oppression. Like people wanted to damn you. People could have been trying to prey on you in different ways, trying to use their different magic. You could have had your parents preying on you and trying to do candle magic, like I'm going to burn this candle to try to bring peace in the house. No, that's what they're saying to you. Or maybe that, but what inside of them is, I'm burning this candle because I want to, get the demon out of my house. You could be looked upon as the demon. You could be looked upon as somebody that, they feel like because you stand in your own power that you are a threat because you're not emotionally easily to, you don't fall for the emotional manipulative bullshit. But that bullshit was there because they were stealing that inheritance or stealing something from you. Okay. So with this Prince of Wands, you could also have someone's getting bad news and it's the damnation. Oppression also is a separation from spiritual connection, a spiritual separation from the divine. So even when these people were doing spell work or whatever, the thing is with the fortune here, 10, it was over. It didn't, it all it was doing was hitting them back. They were never in tune with the divine. People think that just because you do a couple of shows and you go to a couple of Bible studies, that automatically makes you connected to source. No, it doesn't. We all understand what an actor is, including the universe. The universe recognizes the actors as well. Okay, that's what you have, these preachers that get up in there and for example, so when I was in Chicago and I was doing property management and I was leasing consultant, and I was doing it right, man, selling all them units. Okay, so anyway, one of my clients was a preacher and he was telling me, and I'm like, well, what are you guys doing, right? And he was saying that he used to be an ex-pimp and he used to be a drug dealer. So when he was like, well, I want to get in something that was similar like it, he went to the pulpit and he said it's just the same thing as selling drugs. It's like, what, I could sell people dreams and tell people lies and get a bunch of women around me and flock around me, and I don't have to take off my clothes. Well, wait, that was me when I was like, wait a minute, I could get into sales. I used to be a dancer, so I was like, I wasn't a stripper, I wasn't screwing. I didn't, but I didn't want to make sex a job, because then I really would have hated it. I was just like, but I'll look, we're performing, right? However, but when he was like, I'm a drug dealer, I ain't got to touch no dope no more, and I could still get paid, and I got people, you know what I'm saying? So he was looking at it like a hustle, and it reminded him of the streets. So, and I mean to say that is, you got people up in here in these pulpits acting holier than thou, and they're just playing a role just to get the bills paid. You could so keep that in mind. I'm also hearing you could have this father figure that you rejected. This person is megalomania. Like, this is somebody who doesn't have a good outlook on women. This is someone misogynistic. This is somebody who believes that just because he's a man, he should be the one automatically respected, automatically listened to. No one can challenge what he says. No one can say, like, he's trying to rule, but he's an emperor in reverse. This is somebody who doesn't have his own foundation correct. Like, this is someone who hasn't even mastered the material realm. This is why they were partnering up with this mother figure to steal from you. They're all under investigation. We did see the hermit come out. So that, you've been under investigation for a long time. This is not something that happened a couple of months ago. You could have been under investigation for a few years. I'm telling you, I side note, people, the university that I'm signed up under from years ago, can I just get compensated? I won't even press no charges. I find it interesting about how I turned out. I'm very interested, and I'd like to push these findings further. So I'm just putting that out there to the university that I'm under. I'm putting that out there. I want to continue and grow this. Be careful what you wish for. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I already, okay. Listen, I'm trying to wake some shit up. Come closer. Yeah, so you could also have a sibling that is also part of this family tree with this prudence. They worked really hard. Again, we have Sun and Virgo. We have Saturn and Sagittarius. So you strong Sagittarius and Virgo in this reading. You could have a masculine Sagittarius and a Virgo woman. Split the roles as you see fit. But these people are damned as above, so below. Hermetic principle number 2. These people manifested things but were already feeling damned and damaged on the inside. So when they were manifesting these things to you, while it could have worked, like, all it did was just make you stronger. It made you more self-reliant, self-resilient, more resilient, more it helped you strengthen your faith. So while these people did these things to you, bless your journey. Don't regret your journey. Bless your journey. It made you a much more stronger person, and the experiences that you had and experienced in that journey are so valuable. From the Prince of Cups, we have Four of Cups, luxury, Five of Discs, worry, and lust. Again, big problems, big problems. They want to come towards you after rejecting you from this party, because from this tree. They want to come towards you with all these apologies and let's make it work. Again, while I'm picking up mother and father figure, take it where it resonates. I'm spirit work. It could be, I'm just going to go off of what it is, and take the roles where you see fit. Okay. I ain't got time for that. So we have luxury. Yeah. They're running into obstacles, as above, so below. 10 of Wands, that spiritual cutoff. You cut off from the divine. God doesn't hear your prayers if they're praying to God. Because when you have virtual mechanics, when you understand how prayers and manifestations work, and how you have to be in tune to certain frequencies for even it to go into anywhere, and get rid of all that ethereal larvae of issues of guilt, shame, regret, anger, all those low vibrations, dense vibrations. Like, how do you have anger, guilt, resentment, hurt, jealousy, envy. How do you have all these things holding in you, but then you want to say a prayer of positivity to send to the divine? That shit ain't going nowhere. When you go up in the higher realms, that's happiness, contentment, peace, enlightenment. When you, if you're not vibrating at, I'm telling you, this started, my third eye started itching. If you're not, man, your third eye is blocked. If you're not in tune with those higher frequencies, but then you're asking for positive things, how do you expect for that to work? How do you expect for that to manifest? How do you expect for any God or whatever to hear you when you're not in the tune and the frequency of that? So they got in their own way. As above spiritually, now we have as below. Like people, the obstacles that they threw out of your way, maybe somebody wanted to throw you in jail, maybe throw you and have you institutionalized in some way. So that could be in jail. They maybe could have wanted to try to get you locked up in some sort of psych ward, something to get you blocked and put away somewhere, so that way they can steal from you without you knowing or saying, well, you're deemed crazy. You could have a different belief system than them, and it turned into a witch hunt, and they made that as a way to gang up on you because they couldn't control you with the religion that they wanted to put on you, or some sort of old doctrine. 5, yeah, 18, wait, 10, 18. 18 is the moon. 18 is right here as well, the moon. 18, things that are done in the dark is being held in the light. Huge obstacles. No one is able to get nothing out the ground. These people could have been, I don't know if they got anything. I can't pick up to say if they got anything per se, but whatever stability that they've acquired in their lives, they're about to lose it. You're about to, if they wanted you homeless, they're about to be homeless. If these people wanted you to never have an income, these people incomes, it could be SSDI, SSI, ABC, 1, 2, 3. That's being pulled. If they did illegal PPP loans, that's going to get them cut out. See, the thing is, when people shine a light on you, Archangel Uriel, when you have that light shining on you, guess what? And they shine that light and saying, pointing, look what pointing fingers are pointing back at them. So when people keep putting you under the microscope, it's, yeah, well, why does this person keep yelling about them? Well, what is it about them that they're complaining about someone who's clearly not doing anything? I feel like as you've been under investigation, you have been cleared of any wrongdoing. You are really just somebody trying to live your life. Nose itched, ear itched, like, So from the 7 of Wands, we have the 4 of Swords, truce. We have, of course, the moon again, and the Princess of Swords. You have these people blocked and put away. Like, these people are done. You've blocked and closed out. Like, you've laid to rest what was ever going on. So I don't feel like you hold necessarily malice in your heart. I really feel like, because that, even holding on to negativity with people keeps you tied to them in a certain way. So I think that you just keep yourself spiritually guarded. Like, you keep yourself guarded. I feel like you're also protected by spirit. And you've laid these things to rest. But, somebody who is put to rest, is somebody going to get exhumed? There might be somebody, for some of you, if they didn't, maybe there's a case that is about to be reopened by the government because of maybe you're poking and prodding. So again, when I received that email earlier today, it was from a government agency. It was from a government official. And I asked certain questions, and they responded with certain questions. or certain answers. But because when it does that, when you ask things like that, and the way I've been doing, see, it flagged the entire file. So you just listening to your intuition and saying, hey, I don't accept that these answers, I don't accept what's going on. I'm going to listen and start doing some digging myself. Good for you for listening to your intuition and not ignoring that. Like you took action on your thoughts and feelings. Good for you, because now something is about to be a closed case is about to be reopened due to evidence or things that were hidden behind the scenes when we have it at 18. It's definitely on earth. So it could be evidence resurfacing. Something that was closed is about to be reopened again, a case due to evidence coming out with the Four of Swords. And we saw the Four of this earlier. Four is a number of stability, foundation. So something could have been laid to rest. Jupiter in Libra. There's a balance that needed to be expanded. Like there is a justice that needs to be happen, and it's luck is on your side. Again, you could be receiving a message now, things that now you could be receiving a message from a father figure in particular, as well as it is under the Emperor. Now that things are coming out, maybe something, because this case is about to be reopened, now you have, so it could be somebody relating to your father, somebody on your father's side. Yeah. Right. Maybe somebody wants to try to present some sort of reckless love. I don't know if somebody also with sex. I don't know if, again, I did mention incest earlier. So maybe you have a parental figure that looks at you either in an emotional incest or a physical incest. For if someone's had, relations with their parent against their will as a child, I really apologize for that. I feel sorry for you about that. I hope you heal from that, because if you're acting from those healings, if you don't heal that, you're going to destroy yourself, and you're going to destroy other people around you from not healing from those mommy and daddy issues. This is somebody, these people mirror themselves because they both had mother and father wounding that they needed to heal in their own bloodlines within themselves. But because they could be older in age, so they don't want to speak on it because it's too embarrassing or whatever. Like they just hold it in, and then they figure, well, since I'm okay, they fool themselves into that. They take it out on their kids. And like I said, you could have had a mother that offered her children up to a man. Yeah. This love spell doesn't work. They're running away. You could be running away from a situation. Maybe somebody is running away from a situation that they were having casual sex with because they were in their feelings. Maybe they were having sex with somebody that, made them feel good. Like they were having sex with somebody to feel good about themselves. And then, but now the love spell has worked against them. Like it doesn't work anymore. Like the sex, because this person is like, okay, well, if you're having sex with me, why are you doing that? Like, why am I doing that? What am I getting out of it? Because outside of it being reckless. Yeah, this is somebody, a love-hate relationship. So that could be something separate. Yeah, maybe somebody popped the question to. Maybe they're taking back that love back. Maybe somebody's leaving somebody at the altar. Like I'm not about to deal with you and your bullshit anymore. Someone who they were having sex with, casual sex with, yep, a karmic soulmate. Maybe somebody is finally going to come to you in their emperor energy because they're leaving a karmic soulmate. Somebody who's spiritually damned, could be somebody that they were dealing with in their company. This is somebody, like, don't let it be like this is somebody who preaches about godliness and all that, but then you're having premarital sex. You see what I'm saying? Like you're doing things without even living your own doctrine. So how do you expect to be blessed by the doctrine you don't fully live by? You fucking hypocrite. But people be so quick to look at somebody like me because I honor my ancestors, because I honor the gods. that my ancestors pray to. If I pray to Set, when I pray to Isis, when I pray to Goddess Inanna, I have the blood. I did DNA tests on myself. I'm praying to my ancestors. Dagon, Enki, Enlil, Ea, old. I be looking at some people thinking like, Christ, you know, you might as well just go in the field and start picking some cotton. Praying to somebody that wasn't even meant for you, was made up to keep you enslaved. And then, but you keep praying to that and praying to that, and then you can't even live by the doctrine, but then got the nerve to sit up in here in front for the gram. Get the fuck out my face. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm real solid in myself. Yeah, fucked up over you. Ooh, ain't that some shit? I'm telling you, somebody could have been messing with somebody in their company as well. You got these boss daddies, these men that, you know, oh, like, I have the business, I've had the success, I got the looks, I've mastered it, but they can't master themselves. They haven't mastered his wand. He's holding his wand here. Master of self, material. When you are an emperor status, you are a master of the material plane, and then you get with a woman who's master of the spiritual. You get an empress. Spiritual, not somebody who picks up a couple of Bible pages and shows up to you at Bible study because she knows she's going to suck your dick at the end of it. Get the fuck, man. Ooh, Lord. Christ. People are so pathetic, man. Like, I see why I can intimidate a person because I'm just not going. Like, I just see the bullshit a million miles away. So if it, thank God bless my journey. God bless my journey. As above, so below. Baphomet energy. Baphomet. Baphomet. When we have this here, I mean, I'm telling you, fucked up over you. Yeah, this shit over with. Yeah, curtains, bitch. Curtains. When you got these going on, people are running into obstacles because I'm also picking up like this masculine who could be like a business owner, someone who runs a company, a very successful company, dealing with somebody he was screwing with at the job. He's running into the obstacle because she was screwing other people at the job. I don't know why I heard AJ. And now everything's being down. Yeah, this is put down because everything's coming up. Maybe through text messages. Somebody, man, listen, messages. People keep thinking like you can't find things in Microsoft Teams. Like when you get on the Microsoft Teams chat, that's not like they can't pull that up. Like if you use a company email to talk to people or company things to talk to people and DMs and stuff, like those records can't be pulled up. It's all pulled up. Like it's stupid. Oh, it's like people be sitting here saying, I'm big and bad and big and bad. It doesn't matter how big and bad you are. Particularly if a man, if you are allowing a woman to punk you out, to disrespect you in any way, that is the quickest way to learn to lose respect in any group. I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't see President Trump letting Melania run shit. He gives her whatever she needs, but what does she do? She allows him. She allows him to be. She lets him be a man. I saw an interview she said one day, and she said, and they asked her, she was asked, do you advise your husband? And she said, yeah, I talk to him. I tell him my opinion. I tell him my advice. Sometimes he follows it, and sometimes he doesn't. I just let them be either way. I, look, bitch, fell on the ground, shame, guilty, embarrassed, in the wrong. This is somebody, I'm telling you, this is somebody had to boss up in their own. This is a masculine who needed to boss up in his own feelings. Like, it's nothing wrong with feeling for a woman, but it's like you fell for somebody that played the fuck out of you. This person was for the streets. Yeah, that I love you fucked up over you. Look. I can't make it up. And the thing is, this masculine could have been getting ready to marry this bitch, and she fucked up so bad. Like, she felt like, bitch, you fucked up the ring. Trapped. I'm telling you, somebody's trapped as well. Someone's secretly trapped. Maybe somebody might be secretly trapped by a baby, or this person that's coming back to you for a masculine. Someone's going to try to come in this energy of a whole lot of lust because maybe they're either losing a home, they're getting kicked out of a home, they're losing a job, and they're going to try to use lust because they're going to try to trap you with a child. Now, this person may already be pregnant coming at you by somebody else, but this person wants to have you to trap you again because this person's running into economic failure. This person is damned. You go back to this bitch, then you know what? Then fuck you and your God. Obviously, whatever you reading or whatever you studying, that shit ain't working. You still a bitch. So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Right. Somebody, you met in a toxic lifestyle. Here's another message. Yeah, someone you met in a toxic lifestyle, met the party girl. She's a very freaky girl. Don't bring home to mama. First you get a name, then you get a number, then you get some brain in the backseat of the Hummer. Now that I'm not even gonna lie, that was my cut though in the club. He's a baby. But I was making money. See, I wasn't, man, listen. I mean, I can be, but for my man, like that's not something I'm about to like, I wasn't a toxic lifestyle type person because I looked at it like, especially when I was really in that club life, I was just like, well, shit, if I'm going to be dancing up on a man anyway, I ought to be paid. I'm not about to get touched on and he's going to be grinding on me and all that thinking because of a drink, bitch. This shit $25 a song. You know what I mean? Like, $10, 20, it'd be like, depending on the club, right? And I would work, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like $10 a lap dance and then 25 for the private. 5 of that go to the house. And when you paying $10 a dance, you ain't touching me. So it's like, why would I go to a regular club and somebody touching up on me don't even want to get a drink? Like he'll wait until, you know what I'm saying, and then want to come on, man. Yeah, come on, say goodbye to this bitch. You saying by that love spell ain't working no more. Tell her take her drunk ass on. I think I love you, baby. Just sit your drunk ass on that fucking one right, ho. I can't be your Superman. Can't be your Superman. I'm telling you, say goodbye to this bitch. Look, bumping heads. Y'all ain't even talking. Y'all fighting and shit. You're not even happy. Like, why are you even staying? Like, what are you losing? Like, you look stupid. You're looking like a punk ass dude. And the thing is, you could really be established. Like, what's really sad is like when you make it to emperor status, like you've put in a lot of work, like in yourself and your business and your career, like your reputation. So to just let some floozy that you met because you wanted your dick wet a few times, ashamed, embarrassed, in the wrong. You ought to be. Because it's embarrassing. You let somebody this low level, this low hanging fruit get in the way. Why? Is it because they went to Bible study? Oh my God. Say goodbye to this fake ass bitch. This bitch saying secure, confident, boss bitch, and career focused. That ain't her fucking crown. That ain't her hair. That ain't her dress. That ain't nothing. She wearing that shit, using your energy and flogging it, and telling. She's telling you that to say a dream. That was she was selling you a dream. I saw Nine of Cups. Yeah. I saw 369 in the cups right now. Well, 369 is a manifesting. Somebody manifested somebody, and it was a third party that was had a karmic attachment. This could have been someone that they met in their past, somebody that they knew for a while, on and off, whatever. Ba 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 ba. I'm not loving it. And you thought she was something. You thought she was with wish fulfillment, and she just turned out to be somebody for the streets. It is what it is. I'm telling you, true colors in reverse. This is a prostitute, that a fake asshole. This is somebody who wears a mask. This is somebody who uses sex to hide her flaws. This is somebody who I'm picking up Jezebel energy. This is somebody who uses sex to get their way. This is somebody that, like, if you piss them off, they're just going to run and run to the arms of another man. Somebody could also be going to jail because they're fucked up over you too, doing a crime. Maybe this is somebody, maybe, yeah, they use sex to cover up the fact that they were taking from you or stealing from you or doing something in a certain way that was a crime. Maybe somebody was too close and had too much access to your files. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to let you go. This is why they're going to come to you with lust. It's the running into financial and economic failure. It could also be, this is somebody who's cut off from the divine. God doesn't recognize this person. This is somebody, what they say, a lost soul. All right, this is goodbye, someone from a work environment. This person is getting fired. They don't want to say goodbye, though. This is why they're going to come to you and beg. They might put on some sexy. They might put on some perfume or something like 111. I'm like, man, listen, you do what thou will. You take this person back, you're going to lose everything that you got. You're going to lose your empire. You're going to lose your stability. And you might go to jail. This is what this person is hiding from you. This person is going to use sexual energy because they're getting caught up with the law. And this person might try to screw you or get in your graces and have it recorded. This person might even have a wire on them. Reject this person. Don't let this person back in your life. I don't give a fuck what they say. Yeah, this is somebody that you could have blocked. Spam, calls, texts. This is someone you have blocked. Keep that person blocked. I'm telling you. Anything else, Spirit, so I can let this go. Yeah, this person is currently in the moment, maybe trying to figure out a love spell on you, trying to figure out what they're trying to do while they're in the moment. Maybe this person, you might feel like you're in a love spell in the moment. It's not a love spell. You just don't know how to, get control of your dick. You don't know how to live without external validation. So it makes you weak. Anything else? Boss up. Like, some people want catering and poor baby. You're not getting it from this channel. Like, you're a grown ass fucking man. Boss the fuck up and get your shit in order. Leave these hoes alone. And if you want a woman that's righteous, then you need to look for a righteous woman. Then you need to show up righteous. How are you finding them? What qualifications are you using? Are you trying to sleep with them right off the bat? Just because somebody looks nice doesn't mean that they're good for you. There is fool's gold. Right. This person is trying to avoid a storm. Karma, drama, endings, loss, and mental breakdown. This came out in reverse, and with goodbye in reverse. This person is trying to avoid their karma with the law by sleeping with you, which means it includes... Man, listen, I'm telling you. You closed out the cycle. Like I said, she might be pretty. I guess so. You bought her all that. This could be like one of them industry hoes. Like, oh, this is one of the talent. Like, what if you're like in, like, say, because I see wands here. So this could be someone who's an artist. So this could be someone that maybe has a platform. somebody who has a public image of that conveys some sort of sex appeal. So, maybe it's a singer, maybe it's a dancer, right? And you know, yeah, but this is somebody that portrays himself in a certain way to get people in that energy. Okay, sex sells. I've been in sales for many years, so for some years, so I understand that what that implies. Okay, but this is somebody like, okay, they're selling, but they're selling you too. Like they're using sex. This is somebody who has, like, maybe they have a bit of a talent, but this person is really a prostitute. Yeah, this person is dealing with a karmic lesson about using that feminine energy, and she's trying to get you caught up. I'm telling you, you take her back, you're going to jail. She's using you as karmic shield. She's got a wire on her. But again, do it thou will. There's two. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, why do people go back and forth with people when there's so many people in the world? Like, I don't know. I live in abundance, so I don't get attached to a man. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I get hollered at all the time. I'm single by choice. Not because I just, I have a certain integrity. There's a certain standard I hold myself to. So it's not that I don't get attention. It's just I'm not moved just because I get it. Yeah, I could screw for money, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to do that. I'm I'm above that. I can do more than that. Not that I'm not knocking anybody who could do it, because I was thinking yesterday, like, God bless the hoes that sucked Stephen Hawking's dick, because it surely wouldn't have been me. But God bless the hoes, because hey, people in wheelchairs, people in, they need love too. You got, like, just because they might have, scoliosis or, some type of MS thing, don't mean the shit don't work. So who am I to say? I'm telling you, yeah, you secretly, yeah, you put an ending to this person. Rejected. Yeah, good for you. Keep rejecting. Keep rejecting. Yeah, somebody who's watching this, I don't know if it's now or later, but you've really rejected this person. Keep rejecting. This person is only coming back to stab you in the back again. And it's going to be bad. And they're like, if I can't have him, nobody can. Like, this person's coming back to, like, take you down just because you've rejected them. This person operates in pride and ego. Okay. One more. Yeah, this person, you put an end to the feelings. It's too late. Too late to apologize. I said it's too late. Yeah, it's over with. Yeah, it's over. I'm telling, with the Jezebel, didn't I say it? Yeah. You're over it. So good for you. I'm gonna leave it at there. I feel like you're not going to take it back, or if you were considering and you saw this message, it might have gave you that confirmation you needed. If you were thinking like, hey, God or universe, source, send me a sign. If I'm supposed to take this person back, because you could maybe feel them pulling on your energy. You can feel them, like they're popping up in your head. Like, why is this person popping up? Or this person might be trying to, like, talking to your friends group or old coworkers. Like, this person, like I said, this person could have been under your, like, you could have been like managing this person or under your company in some way. So this person's like reaching out to old coworkers to try to ask how you're doing or get information out of you. You might need to put a restraining order on this person, because this is somebody who may not stop. This is a crime. This person is committing a crime by stalking you. This is stalking. So you could have a stalker that because of the fact that you provided a lifestyle that this person is not going to find anybody else. You just took advantage of it because you were being weak in your feelings. And there's nothing wrong with loving a woman, but you had to realize who deserves that energy and who doesn't. Like, it's more than just a pretty face to have on your arm, to be like that arm candy, to be like, well, I'm an emperor, I should have a trophy wife. Okay, but your woman represents you and your choices. It represents the woman that a man picks, represents his emotional state, his psychological state. The money come and go, but this, you can't always fix this. Yeah, so that is my random reading. I hope you guys get the clarity that you needed. I hope you got the message that you needed. Just like I was saying earlier about receiving messages and getting some good news that you were needing so you could move forward and receive the abundance, or having something coming towards you. This message came to you at the right time and found you when you needed it, and you were able to move forward in a much more logical and emotionally balanced way. Have a great day, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, at Sag Sun Goddess here. I am your host, Star. If you like my content, please feel free to look in the description box below for my threads and my Instagram. I do have those. If you are wanting to send me a donation, I would greatly appreciate that. My PayPal and my Cash App are in the description box below as well. Have a great day, guys. Stay sexy.